Hello, everybody. This is your man Jake Takashi, and I'm here to do an interview with you guys on the one and only Daniel Romano. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dan Romano. I'm a filmmaker, martial artist, producer, director, editor, voice actor, stunt choreographer for artists. Uh, you name it, I do it. I wear many hats, so I do lots of things. Did I say voice actor? I do that, and then just a Power Ranger fan too, and uh, just into films, and that's basically
All
me.
right. Oh, and do let me know if we lag a little bit. Like I said, so
Oh, yeah.
anybody, if you not just Danielle, but anybody in the chat, guys, let me know if we're lagging a little bit. I can always come in and come out, so don't worry. Um, so just to be on the, just
Thanks for
keep me on
having
the
me, by the
uptake in
way,
the
Jake.
chat. No, thank you for coming on up. I really appreciate the time, and actually, I know how busy people are, and like I said, we're all busy nowadays. Like I said, I work two jobs, and I keep myself very busy right now. So even after this interview, I got to do maybe like a 30-minute work before I go to sleep. So I got to work tomorrow too as well. So don't worry. Thank you for having the time. I really appreciate it. And
You're welcome.
real quick, guys, before we get fully in, Uncle Guns, I'm about to make you the moderator and everything, real quick. So just give me one quick second. It won't take long at all. Since we are live right now. Okay. Because everybody knows it's so much easier to do it on your phone. Add as moderator. There we go. Got you. Self-made, I'll make you one too as well. There we go. All right, you're all good. All right. To anybody in the chat, listen. Today we're doing an interview with my man Daniel Romano right now. He's a big Power Rangers fan, as much as I am. To anybody out here in the chat who's a Power Rangers fan in general, or who's interested in film and costume design, things like that, be sure to ask him questions at the very end. That's what I'm gonna have you guys do. But first, I want to get into. But like I said, this interview is more about him than it is about me. Let's just keep it real. Like I said, no one's here to see me. Y'all here to see him. Now, with that being said, y'all, let's get started. Now, Mister. So, first question, Daniel Romano. What made you get into what the current your accolades that you're into?
Was but to Dave Frank, but also Steven Spielberg would be another one too. When uh, I'd say the film that got me into filmmaking was Jurassic Park. It was right age, right time, right film, and I just love dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs then. I love dinosaurs now. It's just like Rangers. It's just a part of me. I can't, it is what it is. So,
Right.
and then um, Jason is what got me into martial arts more. I mean, I've been doing it since I was a kid, since I was 10, but I didn't take it seriously. That it was after I saw him, and just it was one of those like how he's kicking. I want to kick. I want to do that. I want to be that cool. So that's what got me to take it more serious and be more into it. And now I teach it and help do it, and then just I put it in all my work, so it's cool. So
Oh, okay. Um,
yeah.
okay. So funny tidbit of when you said Steven Spielberg. I actually love Steven Spielberg for his many creations. Like I love Animaniacs because of him. He's the reason I have a
Yeah,
why I love those three annoying little dogs that annoy people. So I got to shout out to Steven Spielberg because he actually did come up with the hashtag Hello Nurse. So I got to give him credit for that
yeah.
because
He did
as a young man
Tiny
myself,
Toons
I'm like,
and
yep, that nurse is like Tiny Toons and like I say, he made a plethora of things. Yeah, like I said, Tiny Toons is actually really good. I won't lie. Like the Tiny Toons Adventures is good, just as good as Looney Tunes, if not a little bit better. But I think that's debatable. Like that's hardcore debate because Bugs Bunny is still the GOAT for me.
Yeah.
But Babs and Buster are freaking hilarious. Jesus Christ, hilarious. I actually got done rewatching that entire series.
What do you think of Freakazoid?
Freakazoid is amazing. I grew up watching that cartoon. The crazy thing is that cartoon came up so early in the morning and at night too. So it was kind of weird because I think they were turning time zone for it. Like you had to be up like around to watch Freakazoid. It either came up at 4 or 5. And I don't know to anybody who like to refresh my memory because it's been long since I watched Cartoon Network. But all those old stuff I did watch. But Freakazoid was nuts. Like it's basic. He's basically a nerd that turned into Flash. If you really think about it, he's just a reality speedrunning Flash. Yeah, like if I think about him, I'm like, why does that remind me of somebody? I was like, oh, the Flash. Yeah, I got you. The lightning bolt with the white on his hair, and he reminds. He's like a combination of like not a Joker. But it's kind of like if you gave the Flash like almost I won't say the Joker persona, but if you gave him like if you combine him with Bugs Bunny and just making like and being silly and annoying, like you would get Freakazoid in my mind. And I'm like, yeah, like that's and it's one of the most unique cartoons. I won't lie, it's one of the most unique ones because I'm like, what is it like? What is this show about? I'm just watching it because when you're young, like, you don't care for story or plot. Let's keep it real. We watch it because they're cartoons and they make us laugh, or we get to see some cool action when you're a kid. You blow it up like Transformers. So you know, Steven Spielberg was on his game when he created all this stuff. And like I said, I also give credit to people who made Tex Avery, things like that, Toonheads. Like I love all that old stuff. Like I said, I'm a 91 kid by heart. So just let people know I'm 32 and I'm a 91 kid. And I love all that old shit. I will still watch it, regardless.
Same here. I got back here. I watch them all the time.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, the WB fan. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're only I didn't know. 32. I'm 36.
Oh, you're 36?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. Dude. Good age. You'll live a long time. Promise. If you're 36, you like that, you'll live a long time. It's just a matter of eating healthy and just drinking a lot of water and smoothies.
Yeah.
But for my next question for you, I know you said Jason, and I know you wanted to, and we'll get to Jason in a second. So let me ask you. So you said Jason David Frank was the reason why you wanted to do martial arts and things like that when you were young?
Yes.
Okay. So
Wait, sorry,
let me ask you: Did the other? Oh no, it's fine. But to follow up with that, I'm getting tongue tied. Sorry. To follow up with that, did you get far when you took martial arts? Like, did you get a green belt to a yellow belt? Any of them?
Yeah. Well, now I'm a first degree black belt. I'm working towards my second now. Then eventually I want to get to his level, which he got to the 9th degree. So I'd like to get there too eventually. So that's one of my big goals. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did karate for a good while. I tell people, like I said, Kung Fu is something else when you have to learn different styles and like taking tiger or snake. And I did that. It was self-made. I like you asking me questions. So I did that for about like 3 years. And around that time, I took shadow boxing. And I was doing sports at the time. I kept myself busy as a kid because martial arts were a big thing to me because of Power Rangers, particularly because that's the first time we see them do spin kicks, round kicks, things of that nature. And I really loved Jason and Tommy uh, in that show because they were like the expert fighters. Everybody else was learning from them. Kimberly was good at gymnastics. That's what she was good at. And Trinity, pretty much, she was skilled, but she also learned from everybody else too. That's what made her really good. So
Yeah.
And Zach had his own way of fighting. So I always love Zach. You combine dancing moves almost with capoeira style. Freaking how he did it. He's probably the best Black Ranger ever. I won't even hold it. But that was a start getting me into martial arts, was Power Rangers particularly. And I wouldn't take it back for anything because it's actually because of them I never got fat because I always kept running. I always kept I kept myself busy, and also I wanted to study and to see how far I could go actually.
It's the same with me. I work out and I watch it and work out to it almost every day. Like some people don't always understand. Like they think it's just a kid show, but no, you can. There's
No.
like back in the day, like we were just saying, there was legit martial artists and legit martial arts moves. So even like with Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, just because they're showing it, just because it's showy, doesn't mean they're not real kicks and real moves. It is. You can learn stuff from it. It's just people don't take it too seriously with that. But it's like because it's same exact thing with you. That's what got me into it because it's like I wanted to be that cool. I want to move how they move, and
that's like how he moves in the movie, like how Jackie Chan does it, or how Jet Li. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, and like it wasn't just Power Rangers, Jet Li, Jackie Chan. We all know that. Like the stunts that they're doing. And it takes work, it takes dedication, and also it is a discipline. It's not just you can just do a spin kick out of thin air. That's not how it works. It actually takes
you have to learn.
It takes repetition to get it right. Right. Like I can't just do a kick out of thin air. No, dude, you're gonna break something. Maybe twist. If you're lucky, all you get is a bruise. That's the best case scenario. I can't believe I just said that, but yeah. If you're lucky, that's all you get. But no. But to follow up your question with Jason David Frank. Oh, and I know you wanted to speak about this before we get into further Power Ranger talk. And guys, this topic is going to get a little, I won't say heavy, it's sensitive to some people. So if you're not comfortable with this conversation, feel free to. I'm not going to say it really. Just feel free not to be here. That's all I'm saying. If you feel that way about Jason David Frank, and like I said, we're gonna speak in the very most polite way we're gonna say it, simple enough. So, but hey, like I said, I ain't no bitch, so let's do it. So Daniel, what was the topic you wanted to talk about regarding Jason?
Before I ask it, my question is: do you care if I say the word suicide, or should I say? Self-delete or anything. I don't want to get your channel hit or anything.
Self-delete.
Okay. Even though I don't just me personally, I thank you for saying that. But for me personally, I prefer the real word. But I'll say self-delete again. I don't want to get
me too. Obviously, I do. Same thing. But yeah, but that's just how YouTube is. So yeah. But don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's lame. But so I'm going to put most people know this about me, but I'll put this out there. I don't believe his self-deletion. There's a lot around it that doesn't add up and doesn't make sense to me. So when it comes to his self-deletion, I don't 100% buy it. And to me, it came out too quick. Everything like the information that he supposedly did, it was too fast and too covered. And there's a lot of stuff that's still not even out that we don't even know yet. So it's
correct.
I want to know what's being hidden, who benefits, because there are a lot of people who did benefit from him being gone now. So you got to wonder what was the end game? How did they how did they think it was going to turn out? But I just don't believe his self-deletion is where I stand on it. So
And see, the thing is, I've never, like I said, I never got a chance to really meet him. I wanted to meet him at Morphicon sometime this year before, I mean, like at least around last year before you found out that passed away and things like that. The hell was that? I'm gonna take care of that. I don't know what the heck that was. Um, yeah, that's weird. Must be a little fly or something. But yeah, my thing is, I don't know particularly the story particularly, and I don't believe somebody. Actually, put your title shorts. Gotcha. And I don't believe that a person who loves life, who loves his little girl, and his family would do that personally for me. Um, that's just what I couldn't believe. Because, like I said, the guy is loved, the guy is celebrated, the guy put in work, and he did a lot for the world, for our childhood, for us kids to grow up.
Yeah.
Things like that. So,
plus he was working on his new movie, Legend of the White
personally, it
Dragon.
strikes me as weird. Yeah.
So you think it's off too, but like
weird. Self-made? Oh, I guess he came in. Continue, Daniel. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, like there was too much going on for him to want. Like if he really did, like he was working on his new movie, which he was excited for and kept promoting. So why would he end himself if he was working on his own movie, and ready to screen? Like even that, like it doesn't add up. And what was going on in the hotel room, supposedly that night, just doesn't, like there's no security footage of that. You think that would have been released by now? Like if I was in Texas, I would be over there and ask it. I would try to find the hotel and see the footage and video of what went down that night, because Tammy, his ex-wife, the story doesn't add up. So I'd be curious what was really going on that night in the hotel. Because between TMZ and her story, just they both, like, you can't get a straight answer with them. I mean, I don't believe TMZ already, but her story since the day of his self-ending contradicts itself, and it doesn't add up. So that's what I want to know.
Like I said, it just seems all too convenient and things of and like I said, there are things out. Like I said, there are things that I've always said this with any story when we don't detail something, because for me, I'll never understand good people going away in my mind, because I've always said there's really going to be something. There's going to be something in the background that you're never really going to hear about until someone decides to bring it out, particularly.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, his family, I think it is they're free to do whatever they want, share the information or not, because that was the father of their family, things like that, and some things should be kept private. I can understand that to a degree, and when I say to a degree, to his fans, just to know that, like, like to make sure that there's no lies on his legacy or anything like that. That's what I mean. Things that he stood for, things that he did. The totality of what he is because of, like, of who he is to us. And also, like, the people he helped. So,
yeah.
Like I said, so when more information comes out, I'm definitely gonna tackle it. Because
it's really interesting.
Because like I said, that man is something else. And like I said, what he stood for, I just don't want anything to disrespect him or what he made.
I agree.
Go ahead, Daniel.
He literally changed my life. He's the one that made me say, okay, I want to take this more seriously. I'm gonna get into it, because he and I were very similar. The films I'm working on now, he wanted to do his own thing, and that's what he was doing. He wanted to open his own martial arts studio, so he did. He was very he just wanted to do things that no one else has done before and do them his way. So, and that's we connect on many levels. So.
Yeah, and I also, and like I said, I bought his renditions of Lord Dragon and stuff I actually have the books of the Power Ranger books over here in my freaking and guys, yes, part of my dresser is for my books, guys. So I had too many books, so I had to make room. I don't buy any more. There's just too many at this point. So when I get a bigger place, or I get a bigger place, when it happens, like sometime either this year or next year, I'll have a big ass damn section of books to put on the wall to show everybody. But yeah, I was
Did
like
you
I
buy
said,
Soul of
I
the
was reading
Dragon?
that rendition. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Really, an amazing read. Awesome totality of what the character is, and also just God, good writing, and that's something I really appreciate more than anything. When you write a character that is equally as evil, but also just well versed in what he knows and how he plan things out so meticulously, and actually just his whole aim, like Lord Dragon is probably one of the best characters ever made. Not gonna lie. He actually might be in my top 10. Actually, if a fictional characters ever, he might be in my top 10. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna have to sit down and really what place is he in? He's not 10. He's above that. Like he's like somewhere in the 5-6 ratio for me right now in terms of favorite fictional character ever. He probably would be like a 5 or a 6. I just gotta figure out who I would eclipse him over. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Hey Watts, how you doing, man? Appreciate it, bro. Self-made, you rock. Uncle Guns, thank you for being a good moderator. Appreciate it. Self-made, keep doing your thing, man. Now, I guess we'll get into so I think we touched Jason thing a little bit. Because it probably might be a follow-up video we make later on with that. Once we know more and things like that, because I actually want to hear your full on thoughts for it. Not a conspiracy theory like that, but it'll be you and me, a couple of guys will tackle that. Because I actually want to say that for a video so we can all talk about that. Just be in our free thoughts. But
I'm happy to do that. Yeah.
No,
Count me in.
Definitely, man. All right, appreciate it. We'll be happy to have you. So like I said, so this is all about you. So let's get some more questions in there for you. Now, since we're gonna get into the Pokemon, we're gonna get to the Power Rangers because they both begin with PO. That's why. Hard to do that, guys. Sorry, but I'm so sorry, Power Ranger fans. I'm so sorry. But let's get into the Power Ranger talk. So how many Power Ranger series have you watched?
I've watched them all. I've been around since the beginning.
Mm-hmm. You watched all of them. Okay.
So even the ones I didn't want to watch, I watched.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hmm? There's 2 I don't care to watch. I won't lie.
Which one's? Just curious.
Operation Overdrive. I don't care for it. It doesn't look interesting to me.
And then what's the second one?
Operation Overdrive is one. The second one. Give me a second to think. Beast Morphers was actually good, so I'm not gonna say Beast Morphers because I actually watched it all. Shit. I feel like I could watch all the old ones. No, not that one. Not that one. What that group? Hold on. No, RPM. That's another one. I don't
really
that RPM, Power Rangers RPM. I don't like how those things. I don't like how those costumes look. That turned me off so bad. Like
you don't like the belt buckle?
It might as well be like an upgraded version of Turbo.
The seatbelts like that.
Yeah, it just seemed like a lazy character design to me. But no, hold on. I might have to add another one to there. I have to give it a shot, but it's on the teetering list. And that's Dino Fury. I may or may not watch that, but that's just because we've had so many dinosaur ones. It's just like I feel like you guys aren't trying. You guys keep doing the dinosaur thing. We have too many dinosaur ones at this point, and I feel like you guys are good legacy. Go ahead, Daniel. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I felt the same way with Dino Fury. And just it was
like Jungle Fury is better than that.
I just finished Jungle Fury last night. It's so good. I love Jungle Fury. And RPM, I'm gonna be starting again.
Jungle Fury actually. Jungle Fury's actually watched all of it. And guys, thank you YouTube for just putting all the episodes out there for me, so I can do that. Listen to that at work. Appreciate that. Like I said, because I always need background noise, or I always need to watch something whenever I do something. But I watched all of it, and that main cast is likable than that whole freaking Dino Fury costumes to me. So no, I can't watch the movie. I can't watch it. But Jungle Fury was good. Jungle Fury overall is good. Doing the different styles, gets back into the martial arts code of styles and discipline. Like I like those attributes.
Me too.
Yeah, and so those are like more of the newer ones that I watched. But you wanted to ask me my top 5, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right, top five. Let's do this. All right. The classic is always going to be there. And I mean the one, and because I do like the Power Rangers movie, the first one. Not that turbo nonsense. I don't like that. I'll say the classic for when they wore the ninja outfits. I like that. That's my favorite. That's all one right there because they're still the same cast. And then after that, let's see, Time Force, Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, SPD. Those are my 5.
Ooh. Oh, Grace, right
because
there. For me, it'd be
Time Force. Yeah.
Oh no, continue.
Go ahead.
Because I'm not here. Why you like Time Force?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Time Force is like the most mature storyline to me, and Wes and Eric as characters are like really selling for me, because like rich boy literally grows out of like almost spoiled mentality and actually grows the freak up and becomes a man, and I like that. Eric gets out of his inferiority and becomes and not because proves that he is the best, but he becomes a better person and gets out of that Virgil-like mentality where it's like, we never been friends. Like, you didn't want anything to do with me. You had everything since birth, so I had to work my ass the way up to get to even get to these levels of like privilege and things like that. Recognition, knowledge, and like I said, their character arcs are amazing. Not to mention Jen. Jen is probably the most badass, best, and people want to say Joe Johnson. She has competition with Jen. I ain't gonna lie. I think they're the two best Pink Rangers ever. Like the most badass ones, literally. So Time Force literally does a good job of like giving characters character arcs and making a mature story. Like, yes, we are literally I won't say a peacekeeping force. We are literally a squadron dedicated to people not messing up timelines. And with how the first episode started, I'm like, okay, this looks a little too. Look, it should be for kids. It's a little serious. Even when I was a kid, I knew this felt different. Like they're literally living in a clock tower, and they're like in squad, and they're like sergeants or something like that. And I'm like, come on, y'all. So, in like present our modern day, I just find that interesting. So, and I think one of the things that it does have going for it is that the cast is so strong. That's what sells it for me.
Yeah.
The story, the plot, cast, villain, all that. It's all good. Like, to me, it should be my number one, honestly, if I'm going to keep it real. The original just holds a special place in my heart because those original 6 Rangers were just that good. So, yeah, so it's like a tie between the two there. But go ahead, Daniel. Give me your top 5.
All right, my top 5, it would be Dino Thunder for number 1. Mighty Morphin, I can't count Mighty Morphin to Zeo as one because it was one. Like, if you think about it, it's all one big story, kind of.
Yeah, it's all one big story until Zeo comes around. Yeah.
Yeah, and then my number 3 would be either. Okay, I'm gonna say Mystic Force for my number 3. Then Lightspeed, and then
Force?
Jungle Fury.
Okay.
Oh, I love Mystic Force.
Right.
It's funny. I was ready to hate it.
I love the intro to Mystic Force. I won't lie.
Oh, I had to. The rap theme had to grow on me, but I was, I could say that with most of the Disney era, like SPD, or no, even Ninja Storm. I was ready to hate Ninja Storm. I was like, oh no, what's Disney gonna do? How are they gonna handle 3 Rangers? It can it should be 5, but then, with wrong, and it was like, oh, this is amazing. I love this team. And then same with Mystic Force and Jungle Fury, like the capes. I was like, there's no white on the suits, and then like what is this? And I was afraid they'd do the Harry Potter thing, but they didn't do the Harry Potter thing. It was like, oh, this is really cool.
Right.
And just again, the suits I had to warm up to too. It was like, wait a minute. And then once I saw them in action and the characters, it was like, oh, I really like this. And then same with Jungle Fury too, because they have no belts. It was just weird looking, but then seeing the action and just the characters and just everything about it, I fell in love with it. Like, yes, that's one thing I love at Disney. It kept proving me wrong, but then the Hasbro era, that just it's just. I know you said you like being like this. We might have a little this is just a little disagreement here. I'm no fan of Beast Morphers. To me, it's not really a season in my opinion. It's like propaganda most of the time. No, but again, that's other than that. Like I love the cast. I've met the cast at Ranger Stop. They're all really cool people. I'm just not a fan of their season, and I blame I blame the writers and Simon Bennett, the producer, because that dude, he screwed up every single thing with that. Like talking to the fans, he was way too much on Twitter and getting arguments with fans over their opinions. Like he was fan blaming. It's like, don't blame the people who are buying your product and watching your show. Like it's just everything you could do wrong, he did wrong, and it's just like a way to kind of escape like you messed up, like you should be accountable for your nonsense, and you know that it's gonna have an impact on these guys. I think so. Don't blame them. They're trying. It's more of like like you said, it's more of like propaganda in a sense like that. Yeah,
of like blaming the fans for your failure.
He never took responsibility for anything he did there. He was always the right FCC and blah blah blah. It was always everybody else's fault but his fault. It's like, no, dude, your name's on it. You directed and wrote most of this. Like you had input in everything. You could have fought back, but you didn't. You're just like he's probably the worst showrunner and producer the show has ever had. And it's just like, dude, like it's crazy, man. But there were so many times he rage quit Twitter and then would come back and then just it's so horrible.
Well, self-made, you're gonna have to help me do that because I don't know how I can do that with this. I might have to go to YouTube when I do that, but get on that. Yeah, I think I think Beast Morphers was fun for what it was. I don't think it was like a serious story or whatever. It was, and I'll keep it real with you, it was just something for me to watch. And I won't lie, I do like how the costumes do look. I will say that. It's better than Dino Fury. I'll definitely say that. Oh,
I love
definitely.
Beast
Like how
Morpher
the
too, so
costume
I
looks,
loved it.
it does look it like the suits look really good because I couldn't decide like whether they were like they got away from a lot of like the same design like nonsense that they kept doing for some of the costumes to make them look very similar and things like that. And that's the one that actually stands out to me. There are those ones
Yeah,
they're not like any other suit that we've seen. Now, somebody you could convince me that it looks like RPM, but I would very seriously doubt it. Just because it feels like they got like straps, like strapping belts like around here, whenever they
yeah.
morph and things like that. But yeah, you could convince me of that. But I just think that it looks more solid to me. Like the colors are nice. How they go well with the black and the gray or silver they're wearing looks really good. Not to mention when they add the other Rangers later on, looks like the design looks really, really well done. Like we actually are getting away from spandex. It's like a leather type thing they
Yeah,
got going on.
it was the right kind of different, and it fit. Again, there's lots of things. The suits and the cast are lots of things I loved about Beast Morphers. The only thing I didn't like was how they made it Vengeance at the end. They should have just done that right away. They should have made it known that it was
Yeah. They
RPM.
kept yeah. That's why I said the story was weak. When I actually do agree with you in regards, because normally whenever any of these old stories that we bring up, they just did better. Power Rangers in Space, arguably, I can keep it real, had a lot of damn setup. Literally for Astronema and Andros. Like that's a good
Yeah,
and honestly that would be an honorable mention, Power Rangers in Space. Because the Psycho Rangers, enough said. Enough said. Enough said.
and they
They're
did it
really
right
good.
from the
Really
beginning
good.
too. Vengeance, it was just a last minute. Oh, by the way, Evox and Vengeance. What a twist! Like, just could have done it
Right.
right away, and then I
Yeah,
would
they
have
could
been
have
nice.
they could have did that. Now I did like the episode where they introduced Jason the Red Ranger and they team up with all the dinosaur looking ones. I thought that was nice.
I
But
thought
eh. But we
to
haven't
me,
seen
it's
them
what
we haven't seen them in a crossover in a while or in anything Power Rangers related at all for a while.
we haven't seen. It's
That
the weird thing about Austin is we haven't seen him. He was in. Personally, I don't like Grid Connection. To me, that's the worst team up ever made. But it's funny that
yeah,
Austin was in both the worst team up and the best team. He was in Forever Red.
it's in Forever Red, which is the best episode ever.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's how you do an anniversary right, and Grid Connection is in my opinion, you do. It was so rushed and it made no sense. And I don't like multiverses. I think that's like when Dino Charge did that and just ruined. Um, like RPM, they made it make sense, but Dino Charge just completely destroyed it, and it just got worse from there. And I blame Chiplin for that. No one said that maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe we shouldn't do the multiverse thing, but they just let him do it. It's just not in
huh.
multiverse thing, and I keep it all contained. Because if there's a multiverse, then nothing means anything. Like all the sacrifices, like even with Lord Draken, they made it make sense. But for Dino Charge and everything
Right.
since, they just completely ruined it. Now they can just bring back whoever they want. Nothing matters. The timeline doesn't matter. Nothing matters. And just like then, what's the point? So, like I'm sure you saw, like that you should. As much as I dislike Dino Fury, I'd be curious for your opinion on when they brought Zed back, because you should watch at least for that. Because I didn't want to watch it, but I just see
Right.
how they're gonna screw him up, and boy, do they screw Zed up. And Cosmic Fury did it too, and I hated that. And what's funny, I saw David Yost at C2E2 and talked about Cosmic Fury, and he didn't like that either. He didn't like that they brought Lord Zed back. He thought they completely ruined his character. So it's like, yeah, I agree. Like, just why?
Mm. I'm more curious to like how some of these things happen and like what writer is in the room concocting these ideas. Like I gotta know if are you trying to make it fluid, vivid, or are you just trying to get notoriety? Remember that notoriety
I think
for it
I think they wanted the
because it
notoriety
seems
to
like a
bring the
payout.
yeah, because I think they wanted to bring the casuals back, but that's not how you bring the casuals back. Because um, like at the end of Wild Force, I thought because that was the in space and Wild Force was when the ultimate like the few times when we thought okay Power Rangers is done, it's good.
Right.
We probably thought oh most people think the show still on. They thought bringing Zed back would bring the casuals back, but I think it did the opposite. I think it drew more people away.
Okay.
After I don't know, just my opinion.
Um.
After what they saw, what they did with him. I
No,
mean,
no, no.
again, I'm in the minority that. I mean, I'm one of those dudes who just because it has Power Rangers name on it doesn't mean I like everything with it. They're like I don't
Yeah.
buy like I buy
Yeah, man.
certain things with it.
You have your exceptions.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel you, man. You have your exceptions to what you like and what you dislike. That's anybody. That's me too. At least because at least like I said, with all the series that we can think of, um, the last like I said, I generally did stop at Mystic Force after watch all of that, and then after that, I was like, okay, let me stop. Operation Overdrive don't look interesting to me. RPM didn't look interesting to me. Down on Fury, I'm not feeling that. I literally hear in Japan there was like a whole episode where they got all the Rangers together in Mega Force or something like that, and then I'm like,
that was it.
okay,
Yeah, Legendary Battle.
yeah. Now I didn't watch any of the series. I just saw that episode and I saw where all these dudes came out, and you see Jason David Frank, my man, and Pink Ranger and Dragon. You see all of them, and I was like, okay, dude, for something like this series would have to be really good. But the cast is like okay. From what I saw, I like their I like their morphers, but I like how the costumes looked. Like they actually have like sort of like jacket almost design to where
Yeah,
it's like they almost look like pirates. I almost like they look like pirates. Power
yeah.
Rangers.
Well,
For a second, how they look.
yeah.
Literally the Mega Force ones, how they look. Yeah, like their base
That's
costumes
what
and
the
looks like
Sentai was.
they look pirates. Yeah, I'm like, are they pirates? Supposed to be pirates? I'm just like, yo, I'm like, oh man, if they're on a boat, I'm done. There's no such thing as pirates or pirates. Just stop. If they're gonna pull out like a pirate sword, I was gonna be done. I was like, what?
But you should
Because
check it.
I saw how they looked, and I just assumed I'm like, they're not actually pirates, are they? Like that costume looks very Buccaneer like for some
They are.
reason.
Oh, yeah, they definitely are.
So
I have this in my closet if you want to see.
Sure, show me. If you
I'll
can
be
show
right
me,
back.
please. Oh, yeah, guys. If you watch the series, I promise you see like the outfits, it'll be like, what the heck? I'm not like mad or angry. I was just like, why does it look like that? They don't look ugly. It's just, why do you look like a Buccaneer? To everybody in the chat, I hope you're enjoying this interview, guys, and this conversation. Fun stream. I really gotta get on this pool. Here, hold on. Yeah. See, it does. See, yeah. See, that's what I mean. It looks like a pirate outfit.
And then since we were talking about Symbol Fury.
Okay. Now that looks confined. They look like biker outfits, actually. That's one thing about Jungle Fury. Their outfits are like biker outfits, actually.
And then
which is different designs.
Power Rangers in space.
Oh wow, not bad.
Thank you.
Yo, man, hey, shout out. He's a real fan. That's serious.
Oh yeah, and check this out too. I brought some other things up. Here's Goldar.
She got the original Goldar. This dude is a legit fan. That's crazy, man.
Yes, Empress. And
Yeah,
then
I feel like 8-year-old again. Jesus. And
we
I'm
got
32.
Alpha 5 here too.
You made that?
I did. And signed by his
That's pretty
voice
good.
actor, Richard Horvitz. Can you see him?
Ay, 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 ay. Oh, that's nice.
Check. Man.
Everybody, when you become a fan of something, make sure you dedicate yourself to it. This man is doing it. I've always been an alpha fan.
Me too.
The ay is enough. That's all I need.
So,
I thought that was a burger at first till he held it up. Someone in the chat said that. Tip Hunter said that. Oh, wow, it lights up too?
Yep.
Everybody take notes. Dude, you must have put a lot of work into that. I'm not gonna lie. That must have took a while.
Oh yeah. I started this in 2006.
2006? Okay.
Yep.
And you did a great job. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. I do my best.
I kill his love. Trippy Cast. Hey man, how you doing, Trippy Cast? Thanks for being on. I appreciate it, man. So for me.
Hey, what up, boys? Hey, open another chat up. Your YouTube studios, Jay. Just open another tab, go to your YouTube studios, and then that's where you can add the poll and then add the the hashtags like hashtag Power Rangers, hashtag Shorts, hashtag Live, hashtag Trending. It'll be right there in the chat of your YouTube Live that you're live on right now in YouTube Studios.
You said in YouTube Studios? Okay, I clicked on it just now. Come on.
Just say something about a poll in the chat to the bottom right. Yeah, he could also just go to chat to add poll, easy peasy. Use pop out chat. He says, "Hold on, I'm gonna get Trippy up here because he can help you." Hey Daniel, why Jay's trying to figure this out? Why you show them some nunchuck moves, dude?
I'll do that.
Oh, I'll be right back. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So just gotta make some room of it. Don't want these to get damaged or anything.
Wow. Not bad.
Let me know if you gotta keep going. I can keep going.
Oh, keep going, my man. Dude, you're really good at that.
Thank you.
I'm looking at it through my phone, even though I'm not looking at the screen. I can see you. I'm like, yo, you're doing really good with those.
Thank you.
See, everybody? Practice makes perfect.
I mean,
This man is literally Michelangelo right now. Jesus Christ.
What's
Got something up there?
up? What's up? Yeah.
What's up, Super Cast? How you doing?
What are we trying to do exactly? Self was like, "Hey, go help him," and I heard you say or talking about a poll.
Yeah, how do you put the poll in the chat? I can't remember. I think I had to go to my
Well, I know if you do, like, if you have your live stream up, your watch page,
Mm-hmm.
and then you click the three dots on the chat itself, then you can pop out the chat, and then at the bottom it should have an option for polls and ask your audience. You know.
I swear I've done this before, but I haven't done it in a while. Hold on.
Yeah, and they like to
Okay,
change stuff
clicking.
under your nose. They'll be like, "Hey, we deleted everything."
It's YouTube, brother.
Right? YouTube will be like, "Hey, we moved everything, and we don't even know where it is. Good luck." They love doing that.
Let me see if I can do that here. Yep. Oh, hold on. Damn it. Hold on. Timestamps, pop out chat.
Yeah. Should be pop out. I think it's at the bottom of the chat. It should be like right where you either you type at or right above where you type at. And then
create a poll. Okay, I see it. I
Yes.
see it now. All right. Now where we creating a poll again? Like the video?
I need Self to tell me, I guess.
We're working a budget.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
Oh no,
Like-
I remember.
Like
I
the
remember.
video, have you liked the video? Yes or no? So everybody that
Oh.
travels through here, it clicks the algo.
Yeah, I like to do. Did you remember to hit the like button? And then it's like shame everyone who hits
you
no.
liked
Yes, I forgot to hit it.
Hit the like.
Or, shame everybody who hits no. I didn't hit it. Just messing around,
Started a
really.
poll for that. Yeah, no.
Perfect.
I'm gonna make another one again.
I think I voted
Appreciate it,
first.
Trippy Cast, man.
Oh, no problem. I was just sitting here being a clown anyway.
Don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't worry. Our interview is next week, so don't forget that.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Just,
And trust me, you're the main attraction, not me.
Well.
I'm quite fine with that.
hell, I've been doing
Don't
interviews
care to be
too.
the center of attention.
Oh, no, I understand. That's why it's part of the reason I don't go on camera, other than I just don't like it. You know?
Right.
I don't
Well,
like
I feel
being on
you.
camera.
Hey, listen. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, honestly. That's why I love people. Either they can come on there or not. Yo, Daniel, you are killing it right now, man. I'm thinking,
Oh, he
can you
does.
be my instructor, man?
Oh, sure, totally. I'm done.
Yo, man, I've always wanted Donatello's staff training.
I think it.
Like he's literally, I swear, if he pulls out all the Ninja Turtle weapons right now, I swear to God, man, he should be the teacher right now. Be my
Oh,
teacher.
yeah, dude. I loved Michelangelo. That was my favorite. My real name's Mike, so. You know?
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what's so
And plus,
funny?
he's a party
You know
dude.
what, by default, I like Michelangelo because not only is his turtle self freaking hilarious, but the actual artist I realize is actually a genius for making freaking stone statues. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anybody named Michelangelo should prosper in life. Just
Exactly.
based off those merits alone.
And all four of the turtles were named after the Renaissance artists, the artists of the Renaissance. So that's
they
always
are.
cool.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, Selta's back and he's on mute.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Jay a little more mad. He needs to put the hashtags in the title. He could do that from here too, right?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that from here.
Yeah, you want to get it pushed out to the algo, bro, or like dead in the water. So Trippy Cast is what next week? You're gonna be doing whatever you call it. Daniel's over there killing it with this taekwondo. Hey, show us an axe kick, bro. Boom.
Damn. I tried that stuff when I was little. I busted my butt a couple times.
Oh yeah, dude.
But
I did a flip with a staff in my hand and I hit the back of my elbow.
Girl, this quick kick too.
Jeez. Oh, and skateboarding. Ooh. Yeah, I hurt myself enough skateboarding, but damn, Daniel.
Yeah, be careful.
Remember,
now.
damn Daniel.
All right, Daniel, you can take a break, brother. I think you put everybody. You're set. I like your setup, by the way. Very
Thank
nice.
All right, I'll dip on you guys since you guys are going to go back to the interview, and I'll play with my Fago in my own time. All right, y'all have a good night.
All right,
Bye.
take care. Jana. Oh, what do you want me to put down?
Sorry.
All right. I'm putting
Hashtag shorts.
Yeah, I did already put down hashtag shorts, but
Hashtag live. Hashtag trending. And then hashtag Power Rangers.
I'm sorry.
Boom, boom, boom. So Daniel, what movie are you working on now? Because everyone he makes Power Rangers movies.
Yes. And that's what the goals are.
Okay.
Cool. I'm currently working on. Yep.
Oh, dude, tell us more about that, please.
I'm working on. Okay, that's really interesting. I'm doing the backstory of how Lord Zed became skinless. So I'm doing.
Yo, actually, you know what? One of his movies, dude, the comic book actually stole his design.
They did. They took my imagery for Lord Zed skinless and put on the comic variant. Yeah.
Dude, you should get paid right now.
Yeah. You think they would they changed it enough, but it's still my imagery. But they never pay me. They'll take my ideas, but they've openly said that before. Melissa Flores on Power Rangers Playback, she said they take fans' ideas, they just never give them credit or anything, and then it's the worst.
I'm not with that. You gotta give them credit.
Yeah. But so I'm working on 3 films right now. That's a trilogy. What inspired me to do it was Revenge of the Sith, funny enough, because I was like, if we got that for Vader, why can't we get anything like that for Lord Zed? So no one else was doing it, so I was like, I'll do it since no one else is doing it. So, and
like I said, I admire your commitment to the ideas that you put into place, like that, like skinless. How you became skinless is funny to me, but at the same time, I would like to know as well. You know, a little back, like it's how like backstories.
You should check out my channel. Like I put the clips up there. Yeah, I got the scene where he touches the Zeo crystal, and gets skinless on there, and then I have the Machine Empire. It's like I build a whole universe in there because, like for Zed, for that you need them all there. You need Rita there. You need the Machine Empire.
Right.
You need Dark Spectre. You have to put in the whole universe for it. So. And then you'll appreciate this. The Q-Rex does make a cameo in it.
Okay. The Q-Rex?
I built his costume, so.
I know, that's what's up.
I'd like to send you a picture of that.
Please do. My next question to you actually is particularly to your favorite okay, give me an idea of who is your favorite. Besides, we can't use Jason David Frank, unfortunately, even though he's our favorite. That's fine. So besides him, who would be your next favorite Ranger?
It would be
to him.
Dagron from Mystic Force.
Dagron from Mystic Force. Dagron's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I'll give you that. Good pick.
Or Shadow Ranger too. Doggy Kruger. I liked him. He was good.
Shadow Ranger is dope. That's a good choice, always for me. If I had to really pick, because I'm with the Gold Ranger from Zeo. Gold Ranger Zeo is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's when they brought back Jason when he became the Gold Black Gold Ranger. I love that outfit design. That design is fire. I always
It's a
love
beautiful
that.
suit.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, if now I think if I was to look, I'll tell people this: if Jason David Frank never existed, no offense, I'm not saying that really, but if he wasn't like the star and everything of that, and then Jason left and he came back and had the gold suit and he was a leader, that'd probably be my hands down one of my favorite. He'd probably be my favorite Ranger because of the Gold Ranger thing, but because Tommy exists, he's been almost every other Ranger, but if I were to pick a Ranger, I'm gonna say Cam from Ninja Storm. He's the Samurai Ranger. Green Samurai Ranger is my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for Japanese culture, so love it. Love his Green Samurai edition. Love that.
This got me thinking.
Because his outfit with the gold and green was dope.
Samurai amulet. Remember that?
Oh, the Samurai amulet. Okay.
That's your appreciate the necklace.
Oh, that's nice. Wow.
Okay, I love Cam. He was a great Ranger.
Oh yeah, dude, he was awesome. I just love the fact that he went. See, and this is one of the stereotypical. He's not even a typical textbook nerd. He's more of a guy who actually values his ninja training. He just worked computer. But then when he actually goes back to Tommy, when he gets his powers, it's like I love this dude as a Ranger and as a freaking. He's actually keeping their cool, making like you could be a Ranger and be a freaking textbook nerd, literally. And this part, he is probably one of the coolest Zords I've ever seen. That Star Megazord is crazy. That shit is crazy. That was one of the best designs I ever saw. I was like, okay. Got his own Zord like Tommy. He made green look good again because I haven't seen another Green Ranger besides after Tommy. That looked good. And it was him. And I'm like, his outfit looks cool.
It's true.
So,
he brought it back.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the fact that he had the gold and the green, that's enough for me. Like, I'm like, yeah. So
plus that whole three-parter was so good.
Say it again?
I said the whole Samurai's Journey, the whole three-parter was so good. Like, I remember waking up and watching that live. It was so good.
Yeah, like, I think all those, even, and that's why I think Ninja Storm does a good job of, similar to Time Force, but I think Time Force is just a little bit stronger. They do a good job of giving all these characters character development, and making me care. Like I care about the Wind Ranger. I mean, the Storm Rangers. I care about Cam. I care about the Thunder Rangers. I care, like, they made me actually care. The difference is, and also shout out, like I said, and shout out to New Zealand. But it took me so long to figure out that I always watch the end credits of every Power Ranger series to know that majority of them were shot in New Zealand, which is really crazy.
They've been shooting there in one of my streams. Yeah, they've been shooting there since 2003,
which is crazy.
You believe that?
So they've been there since they've been there like the old days. I was like, God Christ. And I just recently I started watching the creative minds for SPD and things like that. I actually watched behind the scenes when the actors are talking about what they had to do, when they got there. And like I watched that whole thing while I was working. I'm like literally hearing like their thoughts of like, we came in, we were expecting this. We like the guy who's the Red Ranger, always forget he was one of my favorite actors. He literally connects with all these guys because he's been in more works than the other one, but it was just like a welcoming of a friendship and brotherhood when they got there. And just like they're having a fun time, even when they're on set, what their stunt doubles had to do, how much it's changed their lives, things like that. Like I like to hear those experiences from the cast. It's the cast of SPD that I like a lot too, especially Ninja Storm too as well. Like, they do a really good job of explaining what their experience was. Now to Now I do want to speak a little bit on Mystic Force for you, since I want everybody to think that I don't like it. I have more likes than I do dislikes for that series. I think Korak's the best character.
Yes.
Hands down. Hands down. Hands down, he makes that show awesome. Simple enough. He's evil. He's an honorable knight, but he works for Darkseid. That's all I need. And he wrecks them every time, and I loved it. Especially when they got that level up from the Tribunal. That was funny, because I recently you were so funny you said that. And then he just wrecks them all in their new things. I'm like, dude, he's the best character. Even after that level up, which they should, because I said I think it's level up, they should stomp everybody. And then that's when new Titans come in and they just get stomped out. Now I will say this, I think they have the most badass Megazords I've ever seen. That Mechor thing, that the design for the lions, white lions, and that shit looks so good. I'm like, dude,
it's so beautiful.
I'm actually appreciating the detail that you guys put in to make this look bad. Like, that looks badass to me. I'm like, damn, I want to pilot that guy thing. Like, shit, that looks cool. And yes, guys, I am having a fangasm moment right now. Power Rangers or fangasm moment. Trust me, that is one of the most badass things I've ever seen. And literally, when they transform from the Lion to Firebird, and they literally say Manticore Megazord. That's crazy.
I love the whole transformation.
That looks too badass to me. I'm like, wow. I haven't, and I thought Ninja Storm had more badass badass Ninja Zord transformations, but that Manticore one, easily in my top 5. Easily top 5 favorite. Hands down. I'm never taking it off that 5 list. That is too badass. No, and if I'm gonna be real, yeah, all the Ninja Storm Megazords look beast to me. The combination, all the fusions of them look really good, really good.
The Hurricane Megazord is probably my favorite.
The Hurricane one is somebody loves rock music. That's all I can say. Yeah, and I love rock music too. But I'm like, Jesus Christ, just idea for that. But it wasn't even just that. It's the fact that the Thunderstorm Megazord looks so stupid dumb. When they combine that, and you have, it's crazy. With the Mini Zord, that shit is dumb. But
they make it look good when they combine.
Yeah, they make it look good the way they combine. But I'm talking about bro, oh my god, Jesus Lord, and guys, I am, like I said, I am having a Megazord overload right now. Because as much as I love Tommy's Dragon Zord, they actually paved the way to all these other Zords looking cooler. But like I said, they don't get that cool for me until Dino Thunder and up, further up for me. I think if I'm going to keep it real, some of them are creative, but what was that one? The Q-Rex, the Q-Rex Zord that transformed into a Megazord. I like that one. Yeah, because it's literally a T-Rex, a giant T-Rex. But like I said, dinosaur. I expect it to look cool. It's supposed to look cool. If it looks dumb, that's not cool. Come on, they failed if they don't make that look cool to us, because we're boys and we like edgy, cool, coolest badass designs when we're young. Yeah. So I think that kind of paved the way for me, in other Zords, things like that. I'm trying to think of other ones that are really on that level. I would say, okay, I'm gonna say this. I like the SPD Megazords, but I think I like the SWAT Megazord better. That's why one looks too badass. That's why one looks badass. It literally turns into a gun. Literally. Yeah. Literally turns into a gun, and then and it shot a meteor. So I'm like, okay, that is cool. That's cool. So that's why SPD gets lots of it does enough to make sure yo, we're not lame. We're cool too, guys. I like the SWAT code that they got, which is, like I said, I like the fact that it's yes, this is a academy. This is literally an academy that trains Power Rangers to be policemen. And I'm like, that's never been done before. Even though Time Force is a squadron, they're somewhat like police, but they're not full.
Same with
Like you can say
Lightspeed,
they're
kind of, because like they're both government funded.
yeah, Lightspeed, they're a force. They're almost like a peacekeeping force, like almost. And like I said, I think people who watch Green Lantern and things like that took some of that stuff came from Green Lantern, because literally ideas like that, like Lightspeed is that. I watch Lightspeed too. Lightspeed is like that, like thoroughly with every one of these people. I feel like they all work in a medical bay, like they have an application that works like in the not development, that works in real fields in the world, like the P Ranger, like she's a freaking, she might be a nurse or a doctor, things like that. One of the dude works with animals, but he's also an aquamarine to save life, things like that, because they felt more like Coast Guard rescue. Yeah. That's what they felt like. They felt like Coast Guard rescuers. That's what they felt like to me. Just in different fields. That's what that felt like to me. If I think of that's what came to my mind, because they're all wearing that same jacket, like a Coast Guard color. So yeah, things like that. And like I said, some of it is, like I said, some of it is an aesthetic, y'all. Like it, and I think aesthetic is important, because you know what you're appealing to. Like do Wild Force is literally wild animals. What other aesthetic do we need to know about that? Like the tiger, white tiger, fire lion, shark, bison, eagle. What more I need to know? Elephant. Like, yeah, they're literally called Wild Force. Like, I don't need to look too deep into that, like, to understand the aesthetic of what we're going for. You're a caveman as your Red Ranger, and he does look badass when you give him the haircut and everything, and he cleans up. He looks badass to me.
Yeah,
he looks pretty cool. So yeah, I like him aesthetically, his outfit. So yeah, because he's an animal lover, he's a protector of life and things like that. Just like I said, he's the modernized caveman Tarzan, is what you want to call him, but I call him a caveman personally. Yeah, I do that. I do that to Cole. I'll call him a caveman. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite crossovers, is with Time Force and Wild Force. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I love Reinforcements from the Future. And that was right before Forever Red.
Yeah.
And you notice that, I'm sure you know.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm sure you know, so right, but the same guy wrote it. He wrote both team-ups. Amit Bhawmik, he wrote Reinforcements from the Future and Forever Red. Same guy. He was the story editor for it. It's pretty cool. And what's funny is he started off like us. He was just a fan. He wrote fan fiction, and then they took him in.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Random fun facts.
No, I never would have thought. No. I never would have thought that. Trust me, because literally with the ideas that they come up with some of these stories, and like I said, I don't, like I said, I think the older ones hold up a lot more, because I think they were more drowned in, like I said, in space is literally a space soap opera of drama and action. I think they do a really good job with that, which has some Gundam-like elements for me in anime, literally, because the Gundams are like literally space odysseys. But I just think, and that's why I said I never really. Turbo to me is possibly the weakest one, but I think when they go from Turbo to Space Rangers, I like those characters a hell of a lot more.
Me too.
Because they literally went from Earthbound to Spacebound, and why are y'all so much more likable now? Why? Like, I like all y'all. I'm not saying I didn't like y'all before. Y'all were okay, but y'all are a lot better at Space Rangers than y'all being fucking Turbo Rangers. I'd say that. Yeah. But that's the start into the new age, after we get it from Tommy and all them, and like how we're divulging from space to Lost Galaxy. Lost Galaxy's good. That is a mature story arc. That was a mature story arc too.
There was a lot of death.
Time Force, like I said. There's a lot of depth, a lot of growing. Magna Defender type character that was good. Like the fact that I remember all this, I used to watch all this guys. Anybody how know all these Power Rangers, y'all? Fox. Used to watch all of them on Fox. And then after a while, it got moved from Fox to ABC. They would play some of the older, newer ones too. Shout out to ABC Family. It was on channel. To anybody who actually had regular cable, it was on channel 55. If you can remember that I'd always go there to watch Digimon and Power Rangers every once in a blue moon. This is when I was like, 13 to 15, around that time. And then after that, I grew up. But I still, I lost track from for a while. Then I came back. I think after 5 years, that's when Ninja Storm was out. And I'm like, oh, did I miss anything else? Oh, no, Jay, you caught up to a little bit of everything. I just because Dino Thunder came out right after that.
Yeah, Dino Thunder was 2004.
Yeah, and that one got me back into it was Ninja Storm and it was Dino Thunder back into watching Power Rangers again because Ninja Storm was freaking good. Like I love ninjas, like all the wind species, elements, earth, air, water, thunder, samurai. Great. But freaking Dino Thunder is literally you're bringing back Tommy and you're making him the Black Ranger now, which I freaking like. Black and gold, which is the best color because Jason rocked it in Zia. Now, freaking Tommy gets to rock gold and black, and I'm like, that looks so good. It looks really good.
Actually, just got me thinking. I'll be one more minute again.
I know Disney brought Power Rangers, and then the original owner bought it back for less than Disney bought it for. Yeah, TribuCast, that's true. It was okay. So yeah, Disney did have it for a while. Because it was on different like channels. Now I would definitely wear that with pride. I ain't gonna lie, I'd wear that with pride. Oh, that's what's up. Ajay Takashi, where's the link? There's no link today. It's just gonna be an interview with Daniel today. Sorry, but you're welcome to join next time. I promise. Like I said, I just want everybody to get to know Daniel more. Like I said, we're enjoying this conversation and stuff. But feel free to ask us any questions in the chat if you want to. But
you know what I would? I think we were talking about conspiracies earlier. I would like to, if you want, we should dive into both Lightspeed and Beast Morphers because I think if you rewatch Lightspeed, Fate of Lightspeed, part 2, there's a scene where Carter's the jet cycle, whatever, the thing he and Ryan are flying, and it hits the Omega Megazord. To me, I think there's some predictive programming in there for, like they're setting us up for 9/11, and I'd like to your opinion on that. If you think, like, what are your thoughts on that? So, I mean, visually, you can rewatch it and let me know what you think. But I just thought I'd throw that idea out there. So, if you're down for that too, you know.
No, I'm down for that. I'm just thinking now. You're thinking. My thoughts on that? Conspiracy theories are so crazy sometimes because everything supports it, but there might be merit to what you're saying.
Just rewatch both parts and then let me know what you think, and then because I'm down to do that because I think a part of me does think. Again, it's in Lightspeed is in my top favorite seasons, but there is some shadiness there, just a little bit. I mean, it's still a great finale, but I love your opinion. I still think there's some predictive programming.
Oh yeah, I love the finale of Lightspeed. I ain't gonna lie, that's such a good one. The Titanium Ranger Ryan, like, it was literally my favorite character. Him and Carter. Yeah. I can't believe we had one ranger that was competent to know to go after a woman who was the nurse the whole time, and that was Joe.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the cowboy, the black man with the cowboy hat. I'll never forget that. I liked him. I liked him, but yeah. I liked him, but it was just hilarious. Like, he's trying so bad to get this date with this nurse girl, and even in the last episode, that date gets cut short. Like, oh God, go back and do this thing again. Like, why? And it's just like it was like a funny moment of the team just realizing, like, our job doesn't end, man. and that's what I would have been like. I'm retired, man. I'm not doing this no more. We're done. At least what the end of the episode that showed me. But yeah, like I said, even though I didn't mention in my top 5, they're all still great stories. They're all still great stories. Lost Galaxy is probably the one where it's like you couldn't do bad. That's the one where you could have like had a lot because those people got turned into the stone in the very first freaking like 2-part episode, and it's literally a play on the sword in the stone.
Yeah,
like 5 swords in the stone. And then that's how they get their powers from a Merlin like sword in the stone. And I was like, now that I'm older, I asked my friends, now that I'm older, I just realized like some of these concepts, they're not whack. They're just kind of like circumstantial, like massively random circumstantial, because it's like if they don't pick those swords up, put them back once they beat who they got to defeat and come back to that planet to free everybody, they're screwed.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of stays dead. So that's what makes it like I never thought about it being dark in that sense, but I'm like, wow. The stakes, like those are the stakes there, like, literally. So that's what kicked it off for me. I'm like, that's when New Lost Galaxy was more of a serious story. When everybody was in stone in the first 3 part, I was like, wow, this is serious.
Yeah.
After rewatching it after like 12, 13 years now, it's crazy. I'm like, wow, they really went all in on that. Like, yo, these guys have to get serious. This isn't a game. And everybody who works on the freaking that ship, whatever, all becomes Rangers. And we have one Tarzan girl in there. One Tarzan.
Yes,
she's
Serena Vincent.
Yeah. I liked her. Don't get it twisted. I liked her. I just like she. The only girl with glasses gets it. Like she's with the modern times. This girl is not. So she had to learn. And it's just like 4 out of 5 of these people have common sense. She doesn't have any. Especially the way she ate that man's birthday cake. So I can't say anything about that. That's kind of wild. But it is what it is.
What's funny is she was the only.
Yeah.
Hey, check private real quick.
Oh, no, you're good. Go ahead, Daniel.
I was just gonna say what's funny is she's the only other Italian in the show.
I actually didn't know she was Italian.
Yeah, she said that once in an interview.
Actually, in SPD, they were talking about the Yellow Ranger. They wanted to get down that she was Latino because they wanted representation. And representation matters.
Yeah.
I think that's around the time they were trying to make sure everybody there. Because like I said, you have Jack who's black, who has dreadlocks, and a lot of black kids or who have dreadlocks can relate to that character. Then you have Sky, who's kind of like all to the book Caucasian male. Many people can see themselves in him. You have Bridge, who is awkward and just goofy and weird. All kids can relate to that guy. I'm like, yeah. I actually like him. In real life, the guy has tattoos. You never would have thought he was in his character at all, which I like that about him. Such a window change. And then you have what's her name? You have the girl who's kind of like who would fit like the spoiled brat type girl, but she knows how to fight. She does greater credentials like that. Like she actually works her way up. And she becomes likable. Trust me, I actually thought she had a cool power that she could just touch anything and turns into a substance and just punch it and just hit it. I was like, okay, she could. I'm like, okay, she could be the third. She probably could be the third best Pink Ranger I ever see. Because she got better for me, a lot better for me. She's badass a little bit. Still like a pop star, I'll tell you that. I think they were trying to go for that, but they talked about like now let's make her like from some family. Let's just do that. Pop star too much. So when I'm watching these videos about their creative ideas of what they're trying to do, I would have been like, nah, I wouldn't have did that if I were a director. But I'm not a director, but I'm like, nah, I can't be a pop star. Shit, that's a little too much. Because at this point, they all might as well be a singing idol cast.
Yeah,
but,
pretty much.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. It's kind of weird. But but yeah, like I said, there's good thought creative process that goes into this. That I know that some writers care, some directors care, and there's some that do and don't care. So at least I get that from whenever I watch it. Like I said, all the old ones hold up. I got nothing bad about really to say anything bad about them. Even Zio, which had that machine stuff, that's still pretty good because of the whole Gold Ranger thing. That makes it interesting for me with Billy and all him, what he's doing, because they still keep him. David Yash out to him, and also, how did you feel about the special they did by bringing the old Rangers back in that Netflix thing that they did? I forget what it's called.
Once and Always?
I forget. Once and Always. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, because I watched it. What'd you think?
Well, I'm sorry. It's funny that you mentioned it. I got the bootleg right here.
Not bad.
But for me, I thought it was better than I thought it would be. I was ready to not like it, especially after the stuff with Jason. I wasn't sure how they handle it, but they actually handled it respectfully, like they used his voice, and I thought it was pretty okay. Again, better than what I thought it'd be. I didn't because I was ready to hate it and not even watch it because again, everything that went down with Jason. But I thought they handled Billy and Zach's and Trini's character, or Min, that whole arc, that was pretty well done. And even like they made Rita make sense too. Funny enough. And again, what's funny at C2E2 I talked about
how they handle Trini and everything like that, of why she's not there.
Yeah.
And like I said, to anybody out there, 6 or 7 years ago, I believe, when I decided to find out where they buried her and things like that, like the actual actress Dewey Train. I thought about actually visiting that area and where they did that because there's no actual tombstone, but they buried her ashes. Let them go in that specific area and things around there. And I actually thought about taking a drive over there one day because she was one of my favorites, like I said.
Wait, where did they scare her ashes at?
It's in California somewhere, actually, in an actual park, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know that.
Actually, let me look it up. Let me look it up right now, guys, because I actually want to get this information to Daniel.
Because I do want to visit Jason's stone eventually.
Oh well, yeah, we're all gonna know where that is. Hopefully they said they let us know and people can pay their respects and send flowers and lay it over there and things like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so it's Rose Hills Memorial Park.
Okay.
Yeah, I was mad that she died at age of 27. That's sad. So.
And it was right before 9/11 too. She died. 9/11 was 2001 was a rough year. A lot of bad things then.
Yeah, it was a rough year for everybody. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It said they were scattered interred at Rose Hill Memorial Park in Whittier, California. I always forget the name of that place. Whittier. That's what it is. In Whittier, California. Though there is no headstone for her, but yeah. So yeah, to anybody out there, just show respect to also Trini, to Trini Vaughn, the character she played. Yeah, that's where she's well, I like to say that's where she's buried at. So yeah, but there's no tombstone with her. She scattered her ashes in that park. So just go there and like I said, just pay your respects there too. That's something I eventually take that trip up there eventually. Next year I'm going up there for Comic-Con, but also I might just spend an extra day just driving up to Whittier. But Daniel, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say her backstory is interesting too. Tweet Train, like her family, they led she probably became. Well, the funny thing is, people love her, but at the same time, I think nowadays people would cancel her because she fled communist country, and a lot of, I hate to say this, a lot of fans in the community are commies, and like they'd be horrible to her.
Right.
But like I like for me, I'm neither side. They're two sides of the same coin. I'm an independent, so. But it's just
Right.
interesting how the fandom is. I think, like as much as they'd be mean to her nowadays, as much as they praise her, I think they'd be mean to her. Where me, I think I would have loved if she lived longer because I think her whole story is interesting. But just
Yeah.
random.
No,
thoughts that
you
came-
said her story of how she fled from
Yeah,
where she
her
was
family.
from. Oh, okay. She fled from her family to pursue a career in acting.
Yeah.
Oh. Self-made. You doing something? Yeah, but
But it takes
he's
the
trying
raw.
to show respect. He said Trinity Kwan all day, every day, one of the hottest Asian women I've ever seen, and Jimmy Good being. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When me and my cousin actually stayed over. I'll tell you a legit story about, and then a little bit of childhood, just off this like 2-minute two-parter. So me and my cousin, we live right next to each other. Dude, that is an amazing ninja outfit, dude. Shout out to you for rocking the white outfit. That's pretty cool, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, that's really cool. Jesus, he's on this grind. And now I don't know if whether to like you or to hate you. You met the Time Force Ranger before I got just.
Oh yeah, I've known him a long time since 2010.
Oh, that's crazy. 2010, that's wild.
And I gave Jason the
This is
Zeo
when you were
crystal
younger
there.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. David, oh wow. This man is on his A game. He's meeting all the original. Oh man. Did you ask David Yoss why he got so buff for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie? How he got muscles all of a sudden?
He did. Remember
No,
the
we
scene
watched
where
the movie.
they eventually showed it off during the fight scene.
Yeah, there's one scene where he's kicking. You can see him. He's like cut. He's no longer wimpy at all. He didn't need glasses anymore.
No.
So yeah. I remember that. I'm like, dude, like Billy got. I was like, bro, Billy got buff, bro. I remember that. But
he's probably one of my favorite characters. I liked his whole, like what he started off as to what he became, and it like that's what, like nowadays they try to rush it, but back in the old days you see the slow progression one through three,
slow
how
progression.
he evolved.
But don't forget, we had him for lots of seasons, so they could do that with that slower progression.
Yeah,
which is yeah, but you needed the neuroscience guy for that, like literally. Otherwise, they couldn't get the command center or do things they can do, or the ability didn't exist. I'm gonna keep it real. Like there'd be a lot of times where they'd be. But back to my story. So me and my cousin lived right next to each other, and my aunt lived right there, and he would visit because that's his grandmother and things like that. So since we were going to go to church the day after, so me and him decided to sleep over. I brought my game over, but also he had a Power Rangers DVD is what he had. Like no, not a DVD guy. He had like guys. If anybody knows what VHSs are back in the day, he had a tape of all the Power Rangers in there. He had like 4 or 5. I'm like, go watch the Power Rangers. We slowly stayed up watching all his damn Power Rangers, fucking all the Power Rangers episodes, all the way from Scorpia to freaking Zed and things like this. And I guarantee you, man, it was a blast. We had a blast watching that stuff. We were talking about theories about like him, like Jason, or why, like things of that nature, or like how Billy got from being such a nerd to like being a badass later on in the movie. Because we watched the Power Rangers movie after we watched those episodes, which is, I'm like, dude, one of the funniest scenes of the freaking movie is when he just I don't know how physics don't make sense in the movie. I don't know how Jason David Frank jumps off a freaking parking a parking garage like step or a concrete slab from like 2 meters up from a parking garage and starts kicking like this instead of this. It doesn't make sense. He slides it. That doesn't make sense. I'm like, okay, he's on a wire. Now that I'm older, he's on a wire, bro. There's no way you're convincing me he just do that. So nonsense stuff, but they're making sense Power Rangers. But I want to answer it. I want to answer Jimmy Cat's question real quick. Hold on. Power Rangers superheroes or just a bunch of a-hole teenagers? The teenagers with attitudes. Gotcha. But yeah. It never made any sense to me. It never made sense to me.
It's a cool fight scene, though. I love the fights in the movie.
Oh yeah, I do too. Just that one, like, I buy him spinning more.
Yeah.
When he did that ninja kick, when he did the corkscrew kick to the freaking stone weird, and him doing that to that ooze puppet. I'm like, nah, that won't working for me. I like the scene, but I'm like, nah. Now I'm older. I'm like, nah, that can't work. Man, that's hilarious. Okay, so you literally did the scene out the movie doing the split.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that scene. And you met Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah. No, that she's. Oh, I could tell stories about that. That was one of the. Get this, $120 for 7 seconds just for that picture. I didn't even get to talk to her that much. It was kind of almost a way. It was almost as if I never met her. It was that quick she was with people. It was so
Right.
frustrating. Because there I had things I wanted to ask her about Jason, but she just she was too quick. You know?
No, I understand. Oh, and there's a cat, okay, Catherine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's probably my favorite Pink Ranger. That's a friend Ron.
I didn't know
He's a
that
fellow
guy. Oh yeah, I know that is.
That's like Foster's sister, Callie Foster. The Justin Blue Turbo Ranger.
Yep, he has the Gold Ranger staff. Yep, there we go. See? Told you fans love that character.
And he's wearing what Jason wore. And there's Jason.
Right. Everybody, shout out to Daniel, man. You give a round of applause for freaking Daniel, man. This dude is legitimately committed to going to Morphicons, literally. And I haven't been to one yet, and I wanted to go to one. So trust me, I'm making a stake in the ground to go.
You should go. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, I have to. I probably, like I said, it'll probably be this year or next year, but I got a Disturbed concert to go to this year because I want to go to one so bad. Because I haven't been to one since I was a kid, or at least high school kid. When I say that, y'all, I haven't been since I was in high school, so I'm trying to see them again because that's my number one metal guys to listen to. But
Jake, would you dress up? Just curious because you've seen I dress up from. Would you dress up for it?
So would I dress up for what? Morphicon?
Yeah, like would you go in a ranger suit? Or...
Yes. I would dress up in the Gold Ranger one. Either the Jason David Frank one or the Zeo one.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Either one's a win-win.
Because black and gold are like just inseparable. And like I said, the Zeo Ranger made that look good. And I'm like, God, why does black and gold look good?
It's so good.
So and then freaking Jason puts on not Jason, but Jason David Frank puts it on with the freaking the Rakio Ranger and shit like that. I'm like, that looks too good. Stop. Too good. And like that's when the costumes were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they went all out on that design. Now I think now I'm gonna say this before we do end things. Any other questions that you have for me, or no more, or want to know more about my Power Ranger type thing or anything like that you need to know?
My only thing was I think you should give Overdrive a second chance. It's not that bad. And the RPM, because I'm gonna be restarting it again soon. I think you should. That's another season we could get conspiracy theory on because then there's a lot of questionable things in that too. Like the fact there's a virus in Dome City being spread. Like there's
Yeah, I did hear about that for RPM. That there is the fact that they live in a dome and there's like a virus out there, and they need this suit on to protect them. I did hear something about that. I thought that was rather interesting.
yeah. So I think
okay,
even if you just rewatch it for that, I think that would just again it's that's one cool thing I like, because most fans, like, I'm glad we're cool with this, that we can disagree and agree on certain seasons and liking certain things and be cool still with it. Most fans, at least the online ones, they're not like that. They're very like, you don't like every scene. You're not a real fan. You're not a true fan if you don't love every season. It's like, but no, there are some I like more than others. And it's just like, we can, like, it doesn't matter. Everyone likes their own thing. So, but like, we're still fans. We still love it. But again, it's mostly the online ones who are annoying about it. But I'm glad you're cool that we can disagree and still get along.
Cool.
Like, because we like the same show either way. So.
I'm civil. Dude, I'm very civil. Listen, I'm civil against discourse. I'm not a raging fan holic, something like that. I'm talking about like when they take stuff to the extreme. Like, I don't think that. Like I said, we can have civil discourse. Like I said, if you think a show is better, then I'm like, I don't think that's fine. I'm like, you like what you like, I like what I like. I mean, that's how I take it. I don't look at anybody any different for things like that unless they're just being an asshole. I'm like, okay, I can't talk with you. but you're not that with me at all. Like, yeah, like I said, because I like everybody. I don't like everybody to like the same thing that I like. I do like for you to have some differences. Like, for our lives, we're different, but I respect what you put on your list. Dude, you put Mystic Force in there, and I gotta, and I'm thinking only, and for me, Mystic Force ain't bad. So, I'm surprised it's anyone's 5.
Oh yeah, isn't that funny? There's not that many people. Yeah. It's very underrated. Same with Lightspeed. Yeah. Lightspeed they both get way too much hate, and not enough love.
The fan base?
Yeah.
Okay.
They think the villains are. They think Banshira and the Diabolical and all of them are too weak, but I thought they were great villains. Like, Banshira was savage, man. She was just. She almost killed the Titanium Ranger. Yeah.
Literally, the Titanium Ranger, and the Titanium Ranger had a snake that was going to go up his back and kill him every time he morphed.
That's so good.
That's still good, yes, but he still did it regardless, and he almost died. Yeah, they almost got it. So, not to mention the Queen captured him when he was trying to reveal the plan in the very last episode. So, no, I think they were good villains. Now the Asian chick who looked good in that one outfit, I will admit that she looked good. Somebody said the Yellow Ranger looked good. I'm sorry, that Asian sister looked good. So I will admit to that. As a young boy, I did think good. Like, that's a pretty bad baddie right there. Won't lie. She just has a dragon on her freaking head, or a snake. We won't call it.
But yeah, her actress was so terrible though. Like, she couldn't, like, bless her heart. Like, thank goodness she was beautiful, because she couldn't. Her every line she said, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. I won't lie about that. She looked good, but she couldn't act for anything.
Nope.
Oh,
couldn't act her way out of a paper bag, but it was hilarious to watch.
Right. Also, we have last questions for you. He said, honestly, I always wondered if they have the powers without the suits, or do the suits give them powers? Daniel, would you like to answer that for them?
Is it telling any particular season or just in general?
I think he's just asking in general.
Usually the suits enhance their abilities for the most part. Like for example, like we were just talking about with Billy, he was a nerd. He got the fighting skills because of the suit, and then later on, just like the rest of them, just it enhanced their already strong abilities, or whatever abilities it enhanced. I hope that answers it in some way.
Yeah, and also to give, actually, I'll even talk about the 2017 movie. They legitimately have powers, like full on, like they're more durable. I won't say they have superhuman strength to some degree. They're enhanced, but a putty can still make them draw blood. A hologram one they made.
Yeah.
When I saw that, and I was like, yeah, that's why you need the suits for protection. And they further enhance what you can already do. Legit gave them amp. They legitimately amped them up. But in the original, they were amped up. You just never saw it. They were just kicking, doing flips and things like that. But it's just to expand the energy. So
yeah.
Because I could say SPD doesn't do that. They just have abilities based on the genetics of the parents. And then they are able to like Jack can go through can fade like a freaking speedster. Freaking his friend Z can make clones of herself, like 5 of them, and then literally have them attack you, like literally.
Yeah.
And you can get punched by it and it'll hurt. So. But,
did you know they tried to cancel her too? Fans don't like that she's a burlesque dancer now, but I love it. I think she's great.
Yeah, I did hear
Doesn't
about
bother
that,
me, and she's got an OnlyFans. People gave her trouble for her OnlyFans. I'm like, no, support her.
She did have OnlyFans. I did watch a video 4 months ago about saying where are the cast now and things like that. The video told me she was OnlyFans user, so I was like, okay. I don't subscribe to that person. I don't follow one on that fans. I don't do anything in that sense. I just keep to me.
Oh no, neither do I. I'm just saying.
Man, no, but shout out to her. Shout out to her. So, because I was just surprised she went that route. But because normally when I hear girls who do Power Rangers, I don't hear anything about OnlyFans. That's just me. I never ever hear that.
No.
Either they're social workers or they're opening a foundation for kids and doing stuff like so. So that threw me for a loop when I heard that. I was like, huh?
I don't know. I think it's great. She's got a good body. It's like if you got to flaunt it, it's like she's living her life.
I'm gonna lie. yeah, she is. Hold on. Yeah, I think there was another question for you. Let's see. Ask post which Power Ranger series is his favorite. Wally. Okay, Wally's question's for you.
No.
Which one is your favorite? Number one? I'm sorry.
It's Dino Thunder and Mighty Morphin.
Dino Thunder and Mighty Morphin are his favorite.
Mm-hmm.
All is well, good with you. Working with Chashi on a brand new channel. Appreciate it. He said, okay, yeah, he asked, okay, when he asked the question, he said general, yeah, for the powers and stuff. Okay. I think that's, he says, great work. He said, great work, Daniel. Keep it up.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right.
All
right. This will be the final coup de grace question, and then we'll end it. All right. Yeah, I think I ask this because I gotta be very particular with how I say this.
Okay.
It's like a twofer almost. Okay. Let's start with the easy one. I'll get to the really meta one later. If you could be any ranger, which one would you be from Mary's?
It would be Tommy because he's the best. So I want to be the best.
Okay. White or green ranger? Black ranger. Which one? You got to pick those 3 or Zeo. That is right. Yeah.
Can I just use the Master Morpher and change to all whenever I want?
That's a cheat. You can't do that because if you're going to do that, then I get the Master Morpher.
I would say, I'd say probably White Ranger. Because that
I know you picked the White Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Good man. Good choice.
Thank
I like
you.
the White Rangers personally. I always liked the White Ranger design. Always. I had a personal bias towards that. Most people like the green one. The white one just works. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. The shield.
And check this out.
Yeah.
I got Jason to sign it.
Okay. God. Wish I could have met him, man. I wish I could have met him. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay, so he said he wanted to be Jason David Frank. Okay, Tommy Oliver, best ranger. Okay. Second, you can only pick one of these ranger girls to ever marry from any series. Which one would you pick?
I would say, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'm making them think.
I had to think who would be the most loyal and who would do some like things for me and be great. I'm gonna go with Catherine because she literally took out Kimberly to get Tommy, and I would love, like, even though she started off evil, like in remember No Business Like Snow Business, like
Snow
she
Business. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, she did
She
everything.
covered Tommy, yeah.
Yeah, and I would love a woman like that. But like, I would know she's there for me all the time. And the only other one I would think would be Udana from Mystic Force, because she was dedicated to Lianbo the whole time. Even though he was Korag, she was still stuck with him. And even when he they complemented each other. And if I can go the villain route with this, I would go Rita too, because even though she drugged him, there was a love there. They loved each other. So.
Not drug. See, you had me, and when you just said Rita, you said drug. I was like, what? You say drug?
Well, she did a love potion. She did the love potion, but they loved each other. They were with each other till in space.
Yeah, I know, but I can't still believe I remember that. That's crazy. Men, watch your drinks. If I were to teach you anything, Rita, she'll put whatever in his drink. He's welcoming it. So, okay. Ranger.
But basically, Catherine.
Okay, so I'm trying to think for me where I want to be. Let me not pick the obvious ones. I would like the Samurai Ranger, Green Samurai Ranger, because I'm sorry, I love Japanese culture. And I would abide by the code of what it's supposed to be and things like that. And also, I'm sorry, green and gold, nothing beats that. When he takes that thing off and just goes super samurai mode, I'm sorry, it's just too badass for me. I'm sorry. So it's him or Trent's Dino Thunder Ranger. Ooh. I love that. I love that. Love White Dino Thunder Ranger. The
visor is so great. The red visor and the shield.
The shield, yeah. I'm sorry, it's so beast. And not to mention, my favorite episode was when they get introduced to an evil ranger, similar to, because it's inspired by Green with Evil, things like that. Yep. And he just wrecks the freaking Dino Rangers. I freaking love it, literally. And he just, this man literally grows an egg, and he's literally sitting on his dragon Zord on top of the freaking head. And he said, we're gonna be a ranger, then you gotta have the Zord and shit. Oh my God. He was on Edgelord 1000 mode, and not to mention he stole one of the Zords and make his own Megazord.
The Stegazord.
So it's Stegazord. So it's a tie between those two. If I had to pick, it's gotta be one of those two. Hands down. Now for the God, that one's hard.
Who would you marry now? That's
you did a good choice with Catherine. I'm trying to think in the older series, but I'm gonna say Maddie from Mystic Force. I think Maddie fits perfectly I think Maddie fits what I would want in a partner, but also like her demeanor, thing, kindness, everything that she strives for. Yeah. See, I tell people, listen, I'm not looking for much. I'm really not. And I want you to notice something. Notice how I picked a girl that has water. And I love water.
Yes.
I'm swimming. I'm a water user, so I'm fine with that. So I'm fine with that. And like I said, after watching it recently again, like her character, she's completely fine. Vita, I felt like her sister. We'd be at clubs every freaking night. I'm like, I'm not about that life. I'd be too tired. So yeah, I mean,
Vita is an underrated Pink Ranger, if I may say. Can I throw that out there really quick? Vita is an underrated Pink Ranger. Vita.
She's under. Yeah, she is. I like Vita. Damn, she might make the 5. Actually, she might be exactly number 5. I don't think there's anybody else who's pink who's actually act good after that. After Jin and after Sid, you start to lose people.
Yeah.
But Vita, she might be the last of that generation of being like sassy and badass. She's probably the last bastion. But with that being said, y'all, wait. Hold on. If you weren't turned on by Rita's voice, no, I'm not turned on by Rita's voice. She's got a raspy. She sounds like a raspy tiger. No, I was never turned on by that. Dude, you have weird taste and quirks in women's voices or voice boxes. You guys building your sister wife? My what? No, we're not. No, we're not. What about Rita's? No, trippy cash. You crazy. All right, I'm gonna end it off that. After you said the broad thing, I'm done.
What about Scorpina though? Scorpina was pretty hot in her human form, not in monster form. No, not monster form. Hell no. Human form, she looks hot. I agree with that. Another beautiful Asian woman. Shout out to that woman. Shout out to you. Yeah. Damn. They killed it. They killed it. He says, I am crazy. I know you. But with that being said, y'all, listen, we're gonna bring this interview to a close. It was a great honor to meet you, Daniel Romano. I'm glad you can answer some of the questions I have for me, or I have for you particularly, and I'm glad I got to know you, got to know what you're about, glad that you're into filming. I plan on actually looking at some of your projects that you've done. Now that you told me that that you film and you've made things of series, I want to actually watch those now because I like people who actually are doing something and I'm getting to know somebody. I'm actually watching something called Zavai right now, and it's actually it's a fan made project of like the original animated series of something, but someone actually. The only thing they don't have voice actors, but you can watch it subtitles with still music, but it's just something I noticed that this person did because they really love this series, and I'm like, yo, this is actually pretty good. The problem is we should have some damn voice actors speak it. That's all you're missing, but I know that costs money. Yeah. But what you're doing, I got love for it. I respect it. And like I said, I like the fact that you're actually making an impact out there to a fellow generation of kids out there who like Power Rangers. So that's always a good thing for me. Because like I said, more likely than not, my kids will watch it too. They'll watch it too. Because I'm making things I always wanted to see. Like as a kid, that's one of the things that drew me about it. It's like, wait a minute, how did he get like this? I want to see how this happened. And then when they would sprinkle little things in, it's just like, wait a minute, I want to see this. Like, so. And as I said, when they did it with Vader, I wanted the same thing. So I'm just making what I always wanted to see. And thank you for that, by the way. And thank you for having me on, by the way, Jay. This was fun. I hope I'll come back whenever you want.
Thank you, man. Definitely, I would love to have you on again anytime soon. Thanks for giving me time about my childhood a little bit. A part of it I never talked about, which is Power Rangers, and because you can tell by talking with me, I know I watched a lot. Like too much, probably at this point. Like I said, I just didn't watch the other ones, but I'll say this. I'll take into consideration Operation Overdrive. I'll take it into consideration. That's what I'll do.
Because you'll see a lot of it in my work. Like Sentinel Knight is in my work, so there's a bit of Overdrive in it. So just throwing that out there. But
okay, I got you.
Just again, I had to put some of the characters in. Even though I dislike Beast Morphers, I put Beast Morphers in it. Even though, there was a picture of the Morphin Masters from Dino Fury. I'm not a fan of them, but I still made it work in my own way. So I don't know. Does that make sense?
Okay, take it it makes sense. You put inspiration from other, for other works that you saw. So I'm like, yeah, nothing wrong with that. You got to start somewhere, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I said, at least you're actually doing something as opposed to people just talking about it. So you did it. That's my whole thing that I can't stand for the life of me that people say that and they haven't done anything. I'm like, what have you done? Have you sketched anything and done anything? They don't speak. But if you've done something, and I can see it, that means I can judge it, which means that you put in the work. But guys, I'll have a great night. I gotta work tomorrow. I'm gonna be up for a good 30 minutes. I gotta do a little workout. I gotta do that. That's what's done. That's what this 40 pound kettlebell back here is for. So with that being said, y'all have a great night. Peace. Look forward to our next interview next week. Danielle, tell these guys where they can find you at.
You can find me on YouTube. Look up Romano Productions or Morphin Origins. You'll see my films there. And on Twitter, it's DRomanoD25, I think, for my Twitter. But mostly just subscribe to my YouTube, check out my films. And I'm putting out clips out now, but I'm going to eventually get all 3 films out. And then I'm working on another film now. It's Dino Thunder related, just throwing that out there. But everything will be on my main channel on Romano Productions and Morphin Origins. So yeah, that's basically brief explaining. So thank you.
All right, you heard him. Like I said, great advertisement, great marketing, man. He said more. He said Morphin. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. With that being said, y'all have a great night. Peace.